Hi, I'm Luana Rubin from Equilter.com. I'm here at the SAQA convention in Arlington, Virginia, and I'm here with industry icon Yvonne Porcella, and we're here to just chat about life and creativity and whatever else comes up. I thank you for joining us here, and I would like to ask you, you've gone through such a journey with your health and really facing mortality and still remaining a vibrant, passionate, creative person. I've followed your posts from the hospital, and I think there is a message that you can give to all of us about entering into this part of life as an artist.
Well, I thank you for asking that question because first I want to set the record straight. I, in my heart, believe that I'm going to live to be 92 because I was told that by a psychic one time.
All right.
And when she said, "I see you at 92, my question to her was horizontal or vertical. So I have an outlook on life that I feel blessed. I have to admit that. Even though I'm getting older, I'm a very spiritual person, and that's a very big part of my life. And I feel like being here and finding out that my immune system is compromised, and I have to be careful. I can't hug people, even though it's such an honor to be here. It was disappointing to me, but I figured, God wouldn't have said, yes, you can go, if he didn't think I could make it back home. And last night I get a text from my husband that he ran into something in the garage and smashed the fender of his car. So getting old is part of life, and I just adapt to it. I adapt my tools to it. I adapt to the type of work I do, and it takes me a little longer to climb up the stairs, but I do it. And even if I'm feeling, excuse me, if I'm feeling bad after chemotherapy, I still push myself.
Yeah. What choice do you have?
I don't have any choice.
It's in your heart.
Well, and the other thing is we live in a remote area, and my artwork saves me. It gives me something to focus on. There's just so much reading and television you can do, and I love the fact that I can have my space. I have a beautiful space, and I can just pull out my tools and just start, and I don't have to finish it. I can leave it and walk away.
Well, talking about your inspiration, I'd like to hear about your favorite quilt.
Well, I did a quilt. I had a retrospective in 2012, and I had about 70 pieces in the exhibit, starting from my days of making dolls and weaving. In fact, nobody could believe I actually wove this piece that was in the glass case.
That was in San Jose?
No, it was in Turlock, California, at a brand new art center. I followed Ansel Adams, and I drew as many people as Ansel Adams did. So they were thrilled. They actually extended the length of my show.
Oh, wow.
So, but afterward, I was thinking about it. I have an extensive library on textiles, and I've been fortunate to go to museums all over the world and walk into the gift shop, and a book jumps out into my hand, and one of them was 18 Songs of a Nomad Flute. It's a story of a Chinese maiden who was kidnapped by the Mongols, the hordes, and taken from her family. And it took her father 12 years to find her. And I was musing on Las Meninas, the famous painting of the child who's been betrothed, and her bridesmaids are standing around her. And I wanted to do an homage to children who are betrothed against their will, and how do they adapt. And so the name of my piece is Regali d'Amore, and it's a seated figure of a woman with all of her opulent fabrics around her. And she's, to the side of her are 3 balloons. And what does she bring to the relationship as a bride? Purity, chastity, devotion, fear. And so I love that piece because it's a different palette than I normally use. And there's something about looking at it and knowing that I'm honoring these children that we don't understand. I have a situation in our family where one of our family members was essentially came to us with her handbag and the clothes on her back. So so I empathize. So it's really a beautiful quilt, and every time I go, what role is that in my storage? And I open it up and I go, oh, Regali d'Amore, the gifts of love.
Hmm. Speaking of gifts of love, I cannot wait to see your book, and I'd like you to tell us a little bit about the topic of the book.
Well, it didn't take me very long to put the title on it.
Mm.
And the title is Yvonne Porcella, a memoir, Defining Why.
Mm.
And so what it is, it's a story of who I am as a child. My heritage was, I feel, very strong. I had an agricultural background in both sides of my family, and our family continued that. To this day, we have an orchard, and our family grows food. And so I wanted to put that in the book because we have, one of my ancestors brought the first wine grapes to California from France.
Wow.
And also the French prune, all the cuttings for that. So, and then I have a Croatian side, and that grandmother was, oh my gosh, she was an amazing woman. So I wanted to honor that. And also then I wanted to tell people about how the joy as a teacher of traveling and seeing the world's greatest artwork and meeting the world's most wonderful quilters. I wanted to celebrate that. And I think the ending is very powerful, and I'm very happy with it's probably going to be about maybe only 60 pictures, but I have what I'm advertising is save the date, because I'm not sure exactly when we will launch it, but it will be in the fall, and it will be available at Quilt Festival and Quilt Market.
Okay, hopefully at Equilter.com too.
Yes, I'm very happy to sell it at Equilter.com.
Yeah, that would be great.
So anyway, it's exciting to do, and I have a wonderful woman who's editing it, and she said, you know, Yvonne, you're not grammatically correct in your writing, but she said, it's your voice. And so she said I wanted to preserve that. So that was a gift also.
That's great. Well, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to visit with us here at the SAQA conference. And we hope to hear more from you in the next decade. I'm not sure exactly how old you are, but if I would say that you're more than 10 years younger than 92, right? For
yes,
sure.
I am.
Yes, you are, of course.
And I don't mind telling you, I am going to be, my birthday is on May the 12th, and I'm going to be 78 years old.
All right. Well, we will celebrate that birthday.
Okay.
Thank you. Love you, Yvonne.
Thank you, Luana.
Blessings to you.
Thank you.